to another video. So today we're back here for another speed build, and today we're going to go ahead and create this coastal colonial mansion. So if you'd like to go ahead and download this for yourself, it is up in the gallery now. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1, and there'll also be a link in the description to the online gallery if you want to go ahead and download the build that way. So like I said, this is called a coastal colonial mansion. This is built on a 40 by 40 lot in Brindleton Bay, and it has 8 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, and it came in at 326,354 simoleons, which, you know, as you can tell, is pretty pricey, but this is a mansion and it does have 8 bedrooms, so that kind of takes the price very quickly. So in terms of like what packs it uses all of them apart from Island Living and Get to Work, and then for game packs it uses Jungle Adventure, Parenthood, Dine Out and Spa Day, and then for stuff packs it uses Laundry Day, Fitness Stuff and Cool Kitchen Stuff. So that isn't as many packs as I usually do actually. Like normal, I do go back through at the end and reduce the packs where I can. If I use one item from one pack, I'll just remove it, but I actually didn't have that much to remove today. I think it might just because I'm so used to now trying to restrict pack usage as much as I can that I don't really need to go through at the end that much now, and that was the case here. So I don't know if, like I've been saying the last couple of builds, if it's a mansion on a smaller lot. I know that sometimes people wouldn't really class it as a mansion if it's on a lot this size, but you know, it does have 8 bedrooms, so when I kind of put that into consideration, I guess this would be a mansion. So this build also has a basement as well. Down there is a laundry room, another bathroom, a kind of sort of like a family living room as well, and there's also a kids playroom down there. Now sometimes I do this where because as you probably know, I do prefer to do more neutral rooms rather than personalised rooms and kids rooms, just to keep it easier for you to take any family you have and put it into one of my builds. But sometimes what I do is, if I don't want to put like, you know, personalised kids rooms in, I might kind of make neutral bedrooms, but I'll add in one room where all the kids toys are in, which kind of works better for what I have in mind for my builds. But today I did actually go ahead and do a kids room, so there is like, it's very neutral though, it's got like cream and white colours and stuff, but it does have a few kids toys in there, and it is actually a full like playroom in the basement too. So this build didn't really take me that long either. I think it was about like an hour and a half, an hour and 45, so that isn't too bad. And I don't know when you're seeing this video. I think this is going up on like the 6th or the 7th, I'm not actually too sure, probably the 6th, because I'm kind of a little bit all over the place this week because, as you probably know, Realm of Magic is coming out on the 10th, and I can actually say now that I can start sharing my early access videos from the 9th, and I do actually get my code for the pack later today. It's currently the 5th, so I've kind of been trying to get all the videos done this week before like the 5th today, so I can like have as much time as possible with you know, Realm of Magic, recording for that instead of worrying about videos before that this week. But you know, silly me, I don't know why I do this to myself, but I thought, you know, this week I've got to, you know, try and get all these videos done in a short amount of time, so let's do 3 mansions instead. So I've been working on 3 mansions this week, and I don't know why I did that to myself because I am on a very tight time schedule. So yeah, I did that to myself, and I don't know why I did it. So it was the mid-century modern mansion, which you saw the other day. Got this one today, and I've also got another one coming up on Sunday. I'm not going to say what that one is, but I'm working on it like right now actually. Just took a break from it to do this voiceover. And it's actually, I don't even know how to describe it really. It's something I've done before. It's not got like a specific theme to it. It's just an idea that I've done a couple of times in the past for like mansions. So you know, well, I don't know if you class it as a mansion really. It sort of is because it's on a 64 by 64, but you know, that's all I'm going to say. You'll just have to wait until Sunday to see that. And then also on Saturday I'll be starting my giveaway for the Realm of Magic game pack, so if you want to be in a chance of winning a code for that, then make sure you check out that video on Saturday, which will be coming up around like probably 10 to 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time if you want to know about that. So it's just a very quick video. It works similar to how all my other giveaways work. So that'll be coming up on Saturday. I'm running until the game release date on the 10th, so you can actually play the game when it comes out. And yeah, so back to the build here. I haven't really talked much about it. So I went for like a neutral colour scheme on the exterior, but as you can see, I did go for like a 2-tone siding. So I did go ahead and use white siding on the top, and I went for blue on the bottom, just as a little bit more interest, and use a stone from Get Famous as like a feature wall. And then I wanted to go ahead and use the blue to kind of sort of go more with this kind of coastal theme, because I was starting to build it. I was like, I know there's like the background of like the coast, like of the ocean and stuff, but I thought I'd make it a little bit more sort of coastal by adding that blue siding in, so that's what I did. And then in terms of like the interior though, there isn't like that much that kind of really makes you think of the coast. You know, there is like a blue in different areas of the interior. So for example, the living room upstairs, like on the ground floor of the home, not the basement one, that one is kind of very blue themed. But apart from that, you know, it's more just like the coast itself in Brindleton Bay that's got the coastal name in this build. So this is the kitchen here. It is pretty big. It is a little bit of a weird shape because it kind of adds on to the bit of the back of the house where you go downstairs to the basement, so it's a really kind of weird layout, but it does work still. And I also went ahead and used one of those like wine cooler things from Dino. I don't know why I used that. It was just something different, I suppose. You could actually, well, another thing as well, I didn't mention this, but there are like a few packs in today's build where I did use, but not really that much, you know, of them. So for example, I think Dine Out and Spa Day are probably ones if you don't have, then the build won't be that affected too much, just a few decorations here and there, I think. And yeah, so also another thing as well, soon I will be porting over a whole nother bunch of builds to the gallery on the console, well, the console library I should say. I don't normally tell you when I'm doing this, I normally keep it as a surprise until it goes out, but you may have seen if you kind of follow kind of my community tab here, I did actually ask yesterday if there was any kind of suggestions of builds you want me to include to port over to the console. I did get a few suggestions, so thank you everybody who suggested that. I had pretty much my list sort of done in terms of what I wanted to put on the gallery on the console, but I wanted to kind of keep it like an even number, like rounded off in a nice number instead of like, you know, 7 or 9 or something. So I just wanted a few more suggestions, as I was struggling for like 1 or 2 last builds, but I haven't fully decided yet. I'm still kind of thinking about it, but I will say that this one will be included this build today. So if you like this one and you play on console, then hopefully it'll be within your games soon. I will make a video probably kind of giving you a little bit of information about all the builds. You can kind of learn a little bit more about them and see which ones you want to play in. And yeah, so I can't actually say when they come into the game. I'm not actually 100% sure myself, but I can't, like I do get told sometimes, but of course I can't really, you know, say that. It's just from like my personal sort of planning time, I guess. I can kind of plan out when this video is going to be going up, talk about the builds, so sometimes it's helpful to use that, but of course I can't actually tell you. So this right here is one of the bathrooms. I don't actually show these too often in my builds, as you probably know. Sometimes I just show one in the speed build, sometimes 2. I think you see a couple today. I wanted to include this one though, since it is kind of like the master room, well, bathroom I suppose, and it does have like that bath area at the like next to the window with those little console tables, the marble ones from Dine Out, I think they are. So I thought it would kind of a more kind of grander bathroom, so I thought I'd go ahead and include that in this one. So this room right here is the kids room that I was on about before, where it has like the neutral colours. So as you can see, you know, it does have kids toys in it and stuff, but it is kind of for any type of kid really, so I'll just leave that up to you. And then I've also got this room here, which I'd maybe say is for a teen girl, but again, that's totally up to you. I know some people like to see personalised rooms, so even though it's not something I prefer to do in my builds, and I'd rather just keep them neutral, I suppose it is nice to have a bit of variation here and there. So there is this one which is maybe slightly more personalised. I also went ahead and put a room in that's like very dark blue theme, so maybe that's for a boy sim, again totally up to you. And also I went ahead and put a maybe like another teens room, I guess, which has a streaming table in, so I went ahead and did that. Again, just an idea for you in terms of a personality of Sims. And then this room right here, I'm not actually too sure if this would be the master room. It is fairly decently sized and has actually a fireplace as well, but it doesn't have an ensuite bathroom, so I don't know if you'd like to call that the master or not, but I'll just leave that up to you. I mention this in pretty much every single speed build I do, but I always find it really, really difficult to decide on what's a master bedroom in one of my builds, because a lot of them are mansions, meaning that, you know, like out of the builds I do, most of them are mansions. So it means that most of the bedrooms are a very decently sized room, so it means that it's kind of, you can't really that easily tell if one's going to be the master room and one's like a guest room or something, because they're all fairly similar in size. And then, you know, one might have, like this one has a fireplace, but it doesn't have an ensuite bathroom. And yeah, that just kind of makes it a little bit hard to decide, so I always just leave it up to you. And also just another note, if you do have any more suggestions for builds or anything in terms of video wise that you want to see with Realm of Magic, then let me know, because I have been mentioning in the last couple of videos how I am slightly struggling with build ideas. I do have a few, but it's not like a like a good amount or anything. I just only have a couple. So if you do have any more ideas for that, then let me know, and I'll see what I can do about that. I'm not going to guarantee that I'll, you know, do that idea, but I'll add it to my list and kind of see if it's like something I'd more rather do than an idea I've already thought of. And yeah, so again, we're just working on another bedroom here. Nothing really that exciting about it. This one again does have a fireplace, as you can see. I don't think that one has a master bedroom though. Master bathroom though. I'm not actually too sure. But it does have a fireplace, so kind of again goes with that idea I was saying before about not being too sure what is the master bedrooms in my build. And this one right here is that one I was talking about before, which is kind of like the blue theme. So maybe this would be for like a teen boy, or maybe again, just up to you. Let me know if you do have like an idea for what type of family you would kind of play here though. That'd be interesting to hear. Another thing about this build is that it also has a garage with a gym inside. I forgot to mention that at the start, but I mean, I don't really think I have to mention it at this point because pretty much all my builds have a garage in. The garage always turns into a gym, so that's that. And there's also a greenhouse in the back garden area as well for your Sims that like to garden and do that skill. And also as well, I forgot to mention, but there is a kind of big pool area. And also as well, I don't know if you noticed this earlier, but I did mention how island living is not included in today's build. But you would have seen that I did actually use the island living lounges outside next to the pool. I didn't actually, well, I always forget that we do actually have them in base game as well. So that's why I removed that pack. Just another thing as well, how I say, you know, I go back at the end and remove packs. So you may see, you know, during the speed build, an item that isn't included in the build at the end. So for example, those island living lounges. So now we're just working on the basement area. As you can see, we do have a nice big TV here, sort of like a more relaxed, informal living room. And then we do, like I said, also have a bathroom there, as well as a laundry room. And the thing about laundry is that I don't always include it in my builds, but I have heard a couple of times that people say that it's easier to include laundry, you know, instead of downloading a build and then trying to find somewhere to put it. So if you don't want a laundry in this build, then just remove that room. It's really easy because it's a basement, so it's not going to really affect the floor plan or anything. You can just remove the laundry room. That's really easy. Sometimes what I do as well is that I'll just kind of put one laundry hamper in one of the rooms. So for example, normally I just put it in the laundry room and just have that one there, because personally when I've played with laundry myself, I find it easier to do that instead of having like laundry hampers scattered throughout everybody's bedrooms. So in bigger mansions I tend to do that, but today it isn't like a really huge mansion, so I went ahead and put the laundry hampers in most of the bathrooms. And yeah, so we're nearing the end of the build here. We've just got the garage to work on, and that'll be pretty much it. So I really hope you enjoyed. In the comment section down below, let me know about what you thought of it. Leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.